Hey guys, it's me, Poppy Rain here, coming to you with a new video. In today's video, we're gonna be doing sorry, hold on, I'm trying to fix my sleeves. Doing, do you like questions? So I have a list of questions here, and I'm gonna be like, do I like them or not? Number 1, sneezing. I feel like that's a stupid one. Who likes sneezing? Loose leaf tea. I've never actually tried loose leaf tea, but I don't think I would. But honestly, I couldn't say for sure until I tried it. True crime murders. I mean, I don't know. Do you consider Law & Order SVU true crime murders? That's about the closest thing. Benedict Cumberbatch. I've heard of Benedict Cumberbatch, but I don't actually know who he is. So let's say no on that. Spiders and all bugs. Spiders, no. I don't dislike all bugs, but I dislike a lot of bugs. Peas, I love peas. Beans, I eat a lot of beans. Eggs, I mean, yeah, I don't hate eggs. Caroline Keepins novels. I don't even know who Caroline Keepins is. Cafes that give you little biscuits with your coffee. I've never been to a cafe like that, so I couldn't tell you. And I don't really drink coffee. Afternoon naps on the couch. Yes and no. Like, sometimes at my dad's, if I'm, like, sick or whatever, because I prefer the TV in the living room. I actually don't have a TV in my room anymore. I gave it to Mommy for her oldest. But at my house, no. I hate being in the living room. I hate the living room. It's always a mess. I can't deal with everyone else. Like, I actually like being in my bed. Winter. I hate winter. Sound of metal scraping on metal. No, that freaks me out. I can't. Hot beverages. Yes, I like hot beverages. My favorite is probably hot cocoa. Or tea. Or cappuccino. I'm going to make it myself. I can't drink real cappuccino. It's too strong. Warm, squishy fruit. No. I do not like warm, squishy fruit. Sticky hands. Another thing I can't stand. Sea salt hairspray. No, I tried it once and it was awful. Simply Crochet magazine. I've never read it, so I couldn't honestly tell you. When people laugh too hard to tell their own jokes, I mean, I don't really feel one way or the other about that. I'm kind of indifferent. Neighborhood cats that come to visit. I mean, we have a lot of neighborhood cats. I mean, I guess I really don't feel either way about neighborhood cats. But I mean, I feel bad seeing lots of stray cats. Kind's coffee. I don't even know what Kind's coffee is, but I don't drink coffee. So no. Australian native flowers. I don't know any Australian native flowers, so I couldn't give you an answer on that one. Sandals on men. Only when there's socks involved. I hate socks with sandals. Drive me nuts. When people don't clean their teeth properly. Yes and no, because I'm bad about cleaning my teeth properly. So sometimes it bothers me, sometimes it doesn't. When people don't smile back when you smile at them. I mean, it doesn't really faze me one way or the other. Inconsiderate people. I hate inconsiderate people. It drives me nuts. Crew cuts. I mean, I kind of feel indifferent about crew cuts. Relish. I don't like relish. When my boyfriend puts his arms around me and hugs me from behind. Yes and no, I guess, because yes, I like it because I think it's cute and whatever, but no, I don't like it because it usually means he wants to get laid. Rainy days. Yeah, totally. Considering today is a rainy, shitty day, yeah, I hate rain. I hate driving in rain. I hate going outside in the rain. Although I'd rather have rain over snow. Those teeny tiny bottles of Tabasco sauce you get sometimes when you order seafood at a fancy restaurant. I've never gotten those at a fancy restaurant. But I don't eat a lot of seafood either. I mostly eat clams and shrimp. And I don't use Tabasco sauce. So I feel no way about that. Different. Lasagna. I don't eat pork or beef. So it has to be either plain lasagna or chicken lasagna or something not with like actual meat sauce. And I'm like indifferent because I don't hate lasagna, but it's not like my favorite. Cher. Yeah, Cher kind of irritates me. Fresh mint. I don't like eating fresh mint, but I love the smell of it because we used to grow it in my garden growing up at the house I grew up in my dad's house. Prosecco. I've never actually had Prosecco, but I'm not a huge wine fan unless it's wine slushies. So I probably wouldn't like Prosecco. Clover crochet books. I don't know what that is, but I don't like crochet books, crochet patterns, anything like that. I rather watch it on YouTube. Can't follow crochet patterns or crochet books. I have to watch someone else do it to be able to follow. Blueberries. You guys have watched my last couple smoothie videos. They've all been blueberry smoothies. So yes, I love blueberries. Wooden soled shoes. I've never worn wooden soled shoes, but I wouldn't think they'd be comfortable. So probably not. Taking my socks off using just my feet. Yeah, no. I can't do that. It's weird. Last 5 years. 50-50. I've had good times and I've had bad times. So I can't really say I hate the last 5 years, but I didn't love the last 5 years either. Unmelted cheese. I don't know what the context of this is, but if it's like grilled cheese or something, then that pisses me off. Like if it's something where the cheese is supposed to be melted, that pisses me off. But if they're saying like just cold cheese in general, like I love cheese in general. So as long as it's not pepper jack or yellow American cheese, I can't eat yellow cheese unless it's the multicolored string cheese or like, you know, like shredded like Mexican cheese or something like that. The only way, or pepper, or what's that one cheese that's yellow and white? Monterey Jack, I think. That's the only way I can eat yellow cheese. Yappy dogs. That's why I'm not a huge fan of Chihuahuas and Pomeranians and stuff like that, because they tend to be yappy. I mean, my ex's Pomeranian wasn't super yappy. My ex's Chihuahua. And my sister-in-law's Pomeranian isn't super yappy either. But she's older. Tardiness. Depends on the situation. Honestly. Because I'm tardy a lot too. So I can't be hating. But okay, like, I hate being late for, like, dance class. Or Zumba. Or doll club. But I don't mind being a little late for work. Or, like, doctor's appointments. Like, it annoys me. Like, sometimes I don't care. Sometimes I do care. Because they have, like, most doctor's offices and, like, eye doctors and whatever have, like, the 15-minute window. If you're more than 15 minutes late, they cancel your appointment. Type of thing. So sometimes I care. Sometimes I don't care. Like, I'm always late picking Daddy up from work, usually. I'm always late when I have to take Daddy to work in the morning. People who talk too loud. Oh my god. So you guys have met my friend Kelsey on this channel before. She talks too loud and drives me nuts. And her sister talks too loud too. Her twin sister, but I'm not really friends with her anymore. But I mean, I get her twin sister's issue because she wears double hearing aids. And I'm supposed to wear a hearing aid in my left ear in case you guys didn't know that. So I do it sometimes too, not realizing that I'm doing it. So I feel like 50-50 about it. Like, if you're doing it because you have a hearing problem and you don't realize you're doing it, then it doesn't bother me as much because I can relate to that. But if you're just a loud talker in general and you don't have a hearing problem, then that irritates me. Like, if you're not talking, like, or, like, if you're not talking over, like, a machine or something. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not talking loud for a real reason, then it irritates me. Black licorice. My dad likes black licorice. I can't. No. It's like black jelly beans. Like, who eats? No. Ew. Over-gelled hair. I mean, yeah, I guess it's kind of annoying. Like, in doll hair or, like, anything like that. Or, like, in real life, too, I guess. It's kind of annoying. Unnecessary sequels to and remakes. Yes. Why? Like, the one thing I hate is, like, okay, Hocus Pocus came out in the 90s, and now they're just coming out with Hocus Pocus 2 years later. Why is there a huge age, like, why is there a huge gap? Like, why'd they come out with Toy Story 3, literally, a million years later after they came out with Toy Story 1 and 2? Like, they could have just come out with Toy Story 1 and 2 and it'd be perfectly fine. Not that I have anything against the Toy Story series. I love Toy Stories. But, like, then they said, oh, we're not doing another one after number 3. Then they came out with number 4. Now they're supposed to be coming out with a 5th one? Like, why? Like, what are you going to do? You already gave the toys away. You already gave the toys away to Bonnie. Then you saw Bonnie's whole adventure. What? Number 5, is Bonnie going to go off to college and you're going to give the toys away to some other kid now? Like, no, just stop. Or, like, the Fast and the Furious series. Like, no. Why is there, like, 9 of them? Like, give me a break. Like, there's some that are unnecessary. But, like, you know, Lord of the Rings. Yeah, they made The Hobbit years later. But The Hobbit is necessary to fully understand the story of the ring itself. Because that is the story of how the ring came to be. Like, how they ended up with the ring. Like, it. You know what I mean? Like, things like that. So, yes. And, like, my biggest thing is when they come out with series, like, years and years and years and years apart. Like, when they come out with, like, okay, they came out with a second Finding Nemo, right? They came out with Finding Dory. That was years apart. Or The Incredibles. You didn't need a second Incredibles movie. Or you didn't need, why did you need 3 Cars movies? Like, just to make money. Like, yeah. Men with twisty style mustaches. I don't hate mustaches. I just personally don't find mustaches attractive. Like, my boyfriend's got, like, a goatee thing. Like, he's got, like, facial hair. Like, I like him better. Like, I hate his facial hair because it's so gray and he won't dye it. But, like, I hate how he looks without facial hair because it's so, like, I don't want it to get, like, long. But I don't like his beard, like, shaved off completely because it makes his face look way too young. Coloring with textas. I don't even know what that means. So I have no answer to that one. Brightly patterned cocoon dresses. I don't know what a cocoon dress is, so I can't speak for that one. Having adult slumber parties at Tahoe cabins. I don't get adult slumber parties. I've never been to Tahoe. Last time I stayed in a cabin, I think I was like, maybe in like 4th grade. I've stayed in a cabin like once in my entire life, and I was really young. Cargo shorts. I don't feel any type of way towards cargo shorts, honestly. I don't hate them, but I don't love them either. Cigarettes. I hate cigarettes. Which is bad to say because Mommy's a big smoker. Daddy's brother and his girlfriend smoke. Like, Daddy's mom smokes. Like, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of cigarettes. People who ruin the movie-going experience. I don't know in what capacity they're referring to this is referring to. Like, if it's someone who talks to the movie, yes, that's irritating. Someone who, like, if you're going with someone who's already seen the movie, and and they give stuff away, like that's annoying, things like that. Misers. I don't really know how I feel about misers, honestly. People who are constantly on their phones, yes and no. Depends on the situation. Because I'm constantly on my phone. There's times when it's appropriate, when it's okay to be on your phone a lot. There's other times when it's inappropriate to be on your phone. So it really all just depends on the situation. People who complain all the time. Yes. My friend Kelsey complains all the time. It's so annoying. My coworkers complain all the time about stupid shit. Like, it irritates me. Like, I mean, if it's a legitimate complaint, that's one thing. But if you're just complaining about stupid shit, then it's annoying. Half-assed hugs. I mean, if it's, like, with my dad or, like, my mom or something, yeah, if it's family. But if it's, like, mommy, like, my mommy or my daddy, no, bitch. You better give me a real hug, especially mommy. I am a sucker for a good mommy hug. Those who don't see the importance of reading books. No, I don't judge someone if they read or not. I could care less. As long as you know how to read. I judge you for not knowing. Like, I judge you if you don't know how to read, if you're not disabled. But, like, if you're not dyslexic or have some kind of learning disability that makes it hard for you to read, then I'm going to judge you for not knowing how to read, but I'm not going to judge you because you don't read. Like, Daddy and Mom. Mommy claims she's been reading all the time. I highly doubt that. Daddy doesn't read. And I don't judge him for it. Wacky folks. Flaky. Sorry, flaky folks. I couldn't read. Yeah, I can't stand flaky people. They kind of bother me. Actors who believe their own hype. I mean, I feel no way towards that. Eating fish with bones. No, I could never do that. Like, eating a whole fish, that freaks me out. If it's got the eyes and everything, forget it. Nope, I don't want my food staring at me. I know it used to be alive at one point, but don't stare at me. Like, nah. Hunting for sport. I mean, it's not my forte, but I'm not going to judge someone who does. Depending on what they're hunting. Like, you get to a point where it's inappropriate, or if they're illegally hunting, or whatever, because there's regulations for these things. Like, around here in New York, where I live, we have a huge problem with geese. Goose hunting helps with that problem, you know? Helps regulate it. Like, there's pros and cons to hunting. But I'm not, you know, like, I'm not against people who hunt, because my dad's a big-time hunter. Dad's an avid hunter. My brother goes hunting sometimes. Like, I'm not against people who hunt, but it's not something I would personally choose to do. Not for any moral reasons or anything. I just find it boring, and it's not interesting to me. Thieves. Why would I like thieves? Nope. Not my thing. I'm not a klepto. People who don't tell me when I have something in my teeth. That irritates me. Or people who don't tell me, like, when my hair is sticking up or, like, I have a tag sticking out. Anything like that. Like, that pisses me off. Liars. Who likes liars? I mean, I'm kind of in love with a chronological, pathological liar. But I love my mommy. Crocs. Mostly no. Because I had a bad experience. One time when I was with my ex, we had gone to a pond in the town her mom, she lives in, right? She lives in a different town than me. Whatever. It's a small little town. We went to the pond, whatever. I used my Crocs as water shoes. Well, we got back. We changed and whatever. And I noticed there was a leech in between my toes. Because the Crocs have the holes in the front. So a leech got in. Thankfully, it wasn't attached. But she, like, literally almost pulled me off the toilet trying to get it off. So for that reason, I hate Crocs. And I think Crocs are kind of ugly. But they have these sparkly ones that I saw at Famous Footwear. When we got Daddy his new sneakers that I'm obsessed with, that I want. there's two styles. There's the ones with the fur in them and the ones without. I want the bright pink ones and the bright blue ones. But I'm not like a huge Croc stand. I mean, I think they're good for like nurses and stuff like that. People who do jobs like that are on their feet all the time, or pregnant women. They're good for little kids because they're easy to get on and off. I mean, they have their benefits. They also are kind of tacky too, in a way. Splinters. Yeah, no, splinters are terrible. Paper cuts. Paper cuts are miserable too. Mindless conformity. Yeah. I mean, I'm eccentric. I don't conform to nothing for nobody. I conform to my own rules. I'm outside the box, outside the norm. Dirty fingernails? Yes. I yell at Daddy for that all the time. Especially for sex purposes. That can be really serious because obviously with females, it's a lot easier to get infections than it is with males. So I'm very, like, OCD about that. And especially on, like, babies, too, that pisses me off. Because I'll sit at work and I'll pick babies' ears if they've got wax in it. I'll pick their noses if they got boogers. I'll pick in between their toes when they get the black fuzz, or in between their fingers. Yeah. People who are money obsessed. People who are money obsessed have ruined my life. Exhibit Mommy. I love her to death, but I wish she wasn't so money hungry. Road rage. I almost died many a times from road rage. I almost died a couple times from my ex from road rage. Daddy's almost killed me a couple times because of road rage. I think Mommy almost killed me once because of road rage. My dad almost died because of road rage. Yeah, no, I don't like road rage. Misspellings. Yes and no. Yes, no, because I can't spell either. I have the spelling of like a third grader, even though I'm a college graduate. Okay? Community college, mind you. But even still. I have a high school diploma. I have 2 college degrees. Like, no. But it pisses me off when it's like simple, basic. Like, I get it. Like, sometimes you're texting and you're typing really fast and not spell checking. But, like, when it's simple little words, it pisses me off. Like, if someone misspells, like, for example, the or them. Like, there I get if you use the wrong there. Because I don't know the difference between, like, there. Like, I get confused sometimes. There, they are, like, you know, like, just simple, like, my ex. He used to misspell, like, every other word in the sentence. Like, that drives me nuts. If it's simple words that you should know how to spell, like 3-4 letter simple words. Or when people purposely misspell words, that pisses me off. Because some abbreviations are really dumb. But I use a lot of abbreviations. Washing dishes, oh my god. That is the one chore you cannot pay me enough to do. I do too many dishes at work as it is. No. I hate doing dishes. That pisses me off. I hate doing dishes. Doing laundry. I don't love doing laundry, but I don't dislike doing laundry. But the reason I don't do laundry at our house is because I'm physically too short to use a top loader, and that's what we have. I need a front loader, washer, and dryer. I cannot use top loaders. Like, I can fill them, but then I can't get the one at work isn't too bad. But, like, the one at our house, I can't reach. Even standing on a chair, I can't reach the inside. So, and, like, my mom gets really mad that I make my boyfriend I make Daddy do laundry, but it's not that I make him do laundry, it's that I ask him to switch the laundry for me. And so all he has to do is switch the laundry and help me fold it and put it away. And put away his own laundry, right? Well, he just takes it upon himself to do the laundry himself. So whatever. Camping. I hate camping when I go with people who camp stupid or don't know how to camp correctly. I don't mind camping. Like, I don't do, like, wilderness camping. Like, no. I need a campsite with power for a fan. I mean, I don't necessarily need that, but it's helpful. I need a working bathroom and shower. Like, no. Meter maids. I mean, I've only had a run-in with a meter maid once. That was when we were out of town. An hour away. We were still in New York, but we were an hour away. And I'm like, and I had gotten the ticket, and she was writing, and I had gotten we were at my mom's friend's restaurant. We were sitting outside, and she's like, oh, crap. Like, so she went to the meter that was right there, got the ticket for the car, to put on the car, and I'm like rushing. I'm like, I have the, and she gave me the key, and I like ran down, because the car was like, you know, a little bit distance away, but she could still see me, whatever. And I'm like, and the meter maid was writing the ticket, and I'm like, I have the ticket. Like, it's right here. I was just about, I'm like, I'm running it out. She's like, you're lucky. She's like, if I had finished writing that, you would have gotten the ticket. So, I mean, they're no different. Like, they're just doing their job. Like, I mean, I don't hate them, but I don't love them either. Sticking to vinyl seats when it's hot. Yeah. That's why I don't like leather seats in cars. Because they get too cold in winter and too hot in summer. Being complimented at work for my ideas. I mean, it's nice to be complimented for your ideas. But it's like, I don't care. As long as someone else doesn't take credit, you know, as long as it's not like someone else taking credit for the idea. Buying craft supplies. I tend to have an issue where I buy a lot of craft supplies to do craft projects, and then I never finish the project, and they just sit there, and then I end up getting rid of them. Like, I bought a whole bunch of wood crafts from the Dollar Tree. I bought a dinosaur to paint for my nephew, my older nephew. Still haven't painted it. I got something for my other nephew, my younger nephew. Haven't painted it. I got a anchor that has like a tea light in it. Like a flameless battery-powered tea light. For my mom. Got I think like the first two coats on it. Never finished it. Of primer. Never finished it. I got these birdhouses to make into houses for my Paca fruit bats. Never finished them. So yeah. That's my issue. I get craft supplies and then I don't ever finish any projects. Can't remember the last craft project I finished that wasn't like a coloring project. Checking the mail. I don't have a problem checking the mail. It's when you check the mail, you're waiting for a package or you're waiting for something specifically in the mail, and you check the mail and it's not there. The disappointment of the item not arriving is what pisses me off. Or when an item says it's arrived and then it never has. Or like it's screwed up or whatever. Post-it notes. Why would you hate Post-it notes? I don't understand. I feel no way about Post-it notes. Puppies that look like teddy bears. I like puppies that look like teddy bears. They're cute. Crunchy candy bars. No. I hate Nestle Crunch bars. I hate Butterfingers. Like, I don't hate, like, ones with nuts in them and stuff. Just, I hate those ones specifically. Like, I'm very picky about my candy bars, I guess. Crunchy granola bars. I actually prefer crunchy granola bars over regular granola bars. Fun fact. Going to the movie theater. I like going to the movie theater. Like, yes and no. I like going to the movie theater, but I hate how expensive it's gotten. Because literally, just for me and my, like, me and my boyfriend to go to the movie theater, to go to the cheaper movie theater, we'll go to the more expensive movie theater, it's like $25 for 2 tickets. That's not including popcorn, snacks, drinks, none of that. Like, and at the more expensive movie theater, I think it's still like $22, $23. The cheaper one. I hate the price of going to movie theaters. Going to a performing arts theater. I don't have problems with going to see plays and shows and things like that. As long as it's something I'm interested in. Like, I loved going to see Rent when that came. I saw Sweeney, our local opera group did. Sweeney Todd, I loved that. I saw Little Shop of Horrors at our big college. I loved that. Like, I've seen a lot of, like, as long as it's something I'm interested in. As long as it's not something, if it's something I'm not interested in, then yeah, I don't want to go. Listening to podcasts while cleaning the house. I don't really listen to podcasts, honestly. I usually listen to music while I'm cleaning the house. Or making YouTube videos while I'm cleaning the house. Or I'm doing YouTube Live. Facebook Lives. I don't have YouTube Live yet, fortunately. You have to have 1,000 subscribers for that. I'll be lucky if I get 300 by the end of the month. Probably won't happen since the end of the month is literally next week. Matte White nail polish on my toes. I've actually never had matte white nail polish on my toes. I don't usually wear white nail polish. It's like French tip manicure. So, yeah, I feel no way about that. Exercise pants that don't fall down. Why would you dislike exercise pants that don't fall down? Like, I don't know what they mean by that. Like, exercise pants that don't fall... Like, what? Exercise pants that are too big? Because you lost a lot of weight? Like, that's confusing to me. Judge Judy. I mean, I don't sit there and, like... I wouldn't... Like, purposely, like, rush to my TV to watch Judge Judy or anything. I actually like Judge Mathis better. But, I mean, I don't hate a good Judge Judy moment. But I don't go out of my way to watch Judge Judy. Walking anywhere. Depends on the situation. Sometimes I like walking, sometimes I don't. Just depends on the situation and the day. Guys who try to walk tough. Don't try and be something you're not. That bugged the shit out of me. People who have to look in the mirror if they pass by one. I mean, if it's someone who's, like, vain, then yeah. But if it's, like, oh, like, I'm passing by a mirror, I want to check to make sure my hair still looks good. Like, that my hair is not sticking up because I have to go somewhere. Or something like that, then no. It doesn't bother me. Like, stuff like that. Yogurt. I'm very picky about my yogurt. Like, I won't eat it if it's got fruit in the bottom. I won't eat Activia. I hate Activia. I hate Orcos. But I don't hate all yogurts. Hot pink lipstick. I don't hate it, but it's not really my thing. I mostly wear blues and purples and greens for lipstick. Lip gloss. Lipstick, lip gloss. Working. I don't hate working, but I don't love it either. Like, I like the paycheck from working, but I don't always like my job. Some days are better than others. Some days I love my job. Some days I can't stand my job. Black and white stripes. I have no preference. Like, it depends on what the black and white stripes are on or what they're for. Depends on the situation. Those are 100 do you like questions. So, this video is getting pretty long, so I'm going to go and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye, guys.